How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We totally did not record this before, which you guys total like we did it. But this the people we have on tonight is my cousins, girlfriends, house. They can say their names and what they do in the band.
Yeah, so I'll start off. I'm Pete. I play guitar and I sing during live shows, and then I also play drums on the recordings.
I'm Andrew. I play the guitar too, and I sing too, and I'll do both of those things when we play live shows.
I'm Brian, and I play the bass one, and I sing one, and that's what I do when we play live shows too.
There we go. As I mentioned before, the three vocalists. Listen, that's some high tier shit here. But I want to ask, guys, which I'm sure you love explaining. How did you guys get the name My Cousin Girlfriend's House? How many apostrophes are there? And is the house and your cousin like possessing the house, or is the house possessing them? That's the real question.
So the number of apostrophes is not a constant variable. So I don't know what it is today. It's kind of like the Dow Jones.
Okay, gotcha.
So 2008, forget about it. He started guys like
Our first jam, bro, was the first jam. Inaugural jam.
okay, so you inaugural band, and we got together, and I guess it was really that I had. I still today. I'm in a place not away. And he has a girlfriend who's not Beyonce, but it's his girlfriend. So I went to house one day. It's just this normal house, like nothing crazy. It goes, you gotta go upstairs and check out the bathroom. And I'm like, why? And he's like, dude, you just gotta check the bathroom. I'm like, listen, dude, like, I don't have a problem, like, with going to the bathroom, but, like, it's not like a draw. So he goes, you have to check it. And I'm like, okay, you never see it wrong. So I go up in the bathroom, dude, like, in this just totally, like, pedestrian house. Like, everything in the bathroom is, like, marble, and, like, there's a separate room for the toilet, and, like, it's on a pedestal. There's, like, a cloth with bathtub. Like, it's ridiculous. So we're jamming, and I'm, like, telling them about this, because I'm like, dude,
Because we want to know.
Like, I can't. It's in. So I'm like, dude, you guys never believe this. Like, I'm at my cousin's girlfriend's house the other day, and we should make that. Yeah, they were like, that metal as hell. Okay, and they were like, all right. And then it just kind of like, that was it. Like, we were sort of just that was the band from there.
Stuck.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it.
And it's been vigorously that band name since then.
Yeah. There have actually been like no other name idea.
First one, and
That was just
throw one out there, and we're going with it.
That was the first one.
We should call ourselves like, you know, like the koalas. It's always just this.
My cousin's girlfriend's house.
You could have been like my brother's ex-wife's college village or something, you know. There you go.
It all depends on how the family tree. There could be side projects. Like, I don't know.
The options are limitless.
Yeah. You guys should just have like a house. Like your band should have some sort of like house or building or in your name, you know, like
DIY venue. Come play my cousin's girlfriend's house. You want to play in Philly? You're playing my cousin's girlfriend's house. And they're like, who? What? Where? When? Why?
It's just
It's a business, man.
It's like whatever you want. It's so multifaceted. All kinds of whatever the demand is in the market.
We shall supply.
We'll be there.
there you go. Well, I appreciate that move. I feel like that's a true Philly move, and you know, listen, as being like a honorary Philly native, I feel like I understand that, you know.
Get it.
I get it. Nobody else in this area, no one else that watches this outside of the tri-state area will understand it. But the next question, guys, keeping it more interesting and kind of to tail off like the band name, how did you guys get started? You guys went into explaining it, and then I'm gonna remix that part. No, I'm kidding. It's gonna be hilarious. No, but how did you guys start out, and how did you guys come together?
So it first came to be when I graduated high school. Then I went to a classmate's graduation party, and Brian was also there. And I've always heard of the name Brian Quirk. I wasn't really sure. I couldn't put a face to the name.
Sure, yeah.
But we finally met at this graduation party. Shout out Trish, who neither of us talk to anymore. Not for any reason. But so we connected at the grad party. We actually had like a jam session at the grad party. I think we did War Pigs. We did Incubus and War Pigs by Sabbath.
The song Incubus and War.
Yeah, and then I met Pete at my other band's first house show that we played at Temple called The Nest. R.I.P. dude.
Yeah.
Listen out for The Nest. And Pete was gonna go to a different show, but they were max capacity, so he came to that show. He didn't know us, and
Didn't the big show sold out, so I went to this
Yeah.
one. And boy, it was a good choice.
sloppy seconds.
But hey, I'll
But,
take it. And it's like not a civil war, but a union of
Yeah.
Delaware County and Lehigh County, because I am from outside of Philadelphia there. But we've come together in the city. We used to jam, like Andrew was saying, we filled in for each other. Like, we were just the fill-ins for each other's band. So it was like, if I need a sub, I'll call Brian. If Brian needs a sub, he'll call Andrew. And then it was like, what if we just jammed and like subbed all in on a new
Yeah.
band? And
Yeah.
it's cool because we're all into it and full timers.
Oh, 100%. Like, I was like, as I was talking to Pete, I was just like, man, I was like, where are you guys located? And you're like, oh, we're located in, like, Delco and, like, Philly and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, oh, shit. And then he was like, he's like, you must have seen my, like, older band play before. And I was like, yeah, I've seen that band play, like, a couple different times in, like, Philly and stuff like that. So I was like, I kind of, like, felt the natural kinship of you guys, because I was just like, man, Philly, listen, Philly's like my second home, so I always try to show love to the Philly bands that are just like ripping it, because there's some like fantastic bands out here. So honored to have you guys on here, despite the many apostrophes that I'm gonna have to type in later on.
But we appreciate you fighting through it. It's all that. It's that northeast.
It's that, yeah. Listen, Brian said it was the up and down of the Dow Jones, so I'm gonna have to watch it on. I'm gonna have to watch it when I go to edit this, so I have enough apostrophes in there.
Download Robinhood and check out.
There we go. Well, I'll make sure to add like 70 billion apostrophes just at like the very end of the video, so everybody knows how many apostrophes I had to type in. But that's cool. And like, do you, like, obviously, like, being Philly bands and like obviously filling in for each other and stuff, were you just like, it just made sense for you guys to just be like, I think we just should be a band, like it just makes sense, because like we're all like not doing anything maybe with our bands at the time currently, or you're like, oh, you're still doing stuff. When was kind of like that transitional period of like, oh, I think we should do this?
Yeah, so my old band Above Mendoza slowed down and weren't really playing so much. One of the members went off to act, and everybody else had girlfriends and fiancés. Yeah, everybody was getting married, so I was like, I gotta find new musician friends to play with because everybody's tied down.
Some bachelor.
Yeah.
So I found, again, the second choice. I was like, these guys, we fill in for each other, so we would probably mesh together well jamming, and we had a really nice jam session. We wrote our first song ever. And then I moved to North Carolina, so we were put
Immediately after.
Immediately, I hopped
Right
on the
after.
plane straight to North Carolina for a year, and then I was like, you know what? Of all the things that I left, the thing I missed the most was my cousin's girlfriend's house. And so I came back, and we hit the ground running.
Rejam, we like the rejam that he's like.
He put us in the freezer.
He's been going
Yeah.
home isn't far enough. Like, I gotta go to Vegas and get out of here. Oh.
He put you guys on ice.
to the airport. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here we
Damn.
are.
And then
But you're
that was-
here
yeah, that
now,
was
and
like
that's
3 years ago.
that's like, I feel like you guys are like the Captain America, like right after he got like unthawed
Yeah.
from that like giant icicle. That's
We're young and ready to go.
yeah, that's what my cousin girlfriend's house is. If you want, that's the clickbait title of tonight's interview. Is my cousin's girlfriend's house Captain America?
That's hey, there's a conspiracy theory. If you want a new conspiracy theory, is my cousin's girlfriend's house just the next rendition of Captain America?
That's you're right. Listen.
Shut up, Brian.
What?
We're not frozen in ice.
Name?
Wait, you're spoiling again.
I never saw it.
Brian's over here. The spoiler alert and everything. Like, I'm trying to keep people from having their movies spoiled.
Now they'll have to live in infamy knowing that they know what happens at the end of that movie.
Oh my God, Brian.
Upsetting.
Is that actually what happened though? Because I haven't seen it.
I'm not gonna agree or disagree online.
Yeah.
I don't want people to come after me. You guys get to do it once. I have to do it for a lifetime. Just remember that.
Social media's tough, man.
It's this is a serious gig here. But I like that you guys kind of like stuck together as like a band. Like I feel like that's a very like Philly thing. Like I just love that you guys are like, and I guess it kind of is also like a pop punk thing of just being like my friends, you know.
Yeah.
So
Don't just
like,
stop and spit.
but it's great. But we totally don't do that. Oh man. But like, no, it's really cool and like, like I said, when I hit Pete up to do this, I was like, you know what? I'm all about like the Philly love, Philly native bands and stuff like that. And I just, I don't know. I might be biased because I live, in Jersey and stuff. Which
Give us your address.
what's my address? You're gonna dox me now? No.
We're gonna swat
Swap me.
Yeah.
Swap me in the interview. No. Just mid interview, there's just like SWAT team members come crashing through the window. Oh damn it! That would have been great. My cat would have had like a fucking heart attack. You're just chilling out in the bed. Imagine just a SWAT team member comes and just like pancakes him.
How do you get the SWAT on the phone? Like if I called 911, like how would you be able to, like, this is bad enough that you have to bring the SWAT?
I think I'm not gonna say it because I feel like if I say anything,
Yeah.
A, it's not a good idea, and B,
Spoiler alert.
I could totally that probably could absolutely get demonetized, which is like okay because I make
It's not his first SWAT, dude. He knows.
it's not my first SWAT. No, but no, I like get back to the band stuff. I do feel like with your band, like I had checked out some of the stuff you have out now, and I was like, you know what? I was just like, there's something about this band that I try to listen to the bands I have on here, and I was just like, man, there's just something like really cool about the three vocalists together and just like doing that, and then obviously like the musicality of you guys and like what each of you kind of bring to the table and stuff. It really, at least to me, feels really refreshing, and obviously it's really cool to know that you guys are a Philly band, so I know that I don't have to wait like 7 years to see you guys play in the United States, because I could probably see you within a year, probably.
Fingers crossed. Fingers
crossed. So that's really awesome. Which kind of tails into my next question: who are you guys influenced by? Who got you kind of started out in music, and then who kind of influences your sound more currently now?
I think we all have different ones, so we might as well go one at a time.
Go down the line.
I can go first. I mean, I'm a classic Blink 182, which now I'm kind of coming to regret because I'm trying to get better at guitar, and Tom DeLonge was like the worst person to try and learn how to play guitar. He holds it wrong, and like I'm watching him like this is how you do it. But yeah, he was like that was the first. Them and Green Day were the two like obvious pop punk. Wow, am I more generic than?
I'm not like other boys.
No, but now I really got into the Wonder Years around high school and stuff, and that's definitely like my bread and butter. So between
Sure, yeah.
those are my two heaviest influences: is Blink and then the three guitars at the Wonder
And
Years.
then Heat got me into the Wonder Years, so I'll say them too. They're one of my favorites. And then I like Blink. I love me some Blink, but yeah, those two. Then I guess more in general. I mean, I grew up listening to the Beatles, so once again, pretty generic. And random other bands like Nirvana, Radiohead, which basic.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's hard to say. So this week I've been listening to Morning View by Incubus a lot,
Ooh.
and Ultra 2 by Migos a lot. No, seriously, that's where I've been. And Death Magnetic.
Yeah, dude.
Metallica. So it's like a really weird mix, but I like it. Because I go through like different stages of the day, and I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, cool. And then I go through the day, and then it's like the afternoon, and like I'm like working, and I'm like, no, like I got like energy now. Then I put on Death Magnetic, and it's all hyped up. And then like it's the end of the day, and I'm like, cool, I'm done working, it's time to ball out. So then I put on Amigos. So like it works. You know?
I got you. Listen, you gotta ball out. Every time you leave work, you have to ball out. I feel like that's if you're not. I mean, if you're from Philly, like you gotta do that. That's the move. You know. I respect it. I get it. Listen, I know. I'm Philly. I'm like technical Philly native. You know. But I do like that you guys did mention like the Wonder Years. I feel like obviously for us who live on the Northeast, like and especially Philadelphia, like they grew up in this city, so like it's really cool to they're the goats, you know. Like anytime anybody talks about pop punk, if you don't talk about like the Wonder Years, I feel like you know you got a lot of lessons to learn in life, you know.
For sure. Another good Philly pop punk band that I love, Sprainerd from Westchester.
Oh yes,
I love them.
They're also great. I can vouch for that.
My bread and butter.
The bread and butter. But like you, I definitely like you. Like I had listened to your stuff too, and like I said earlier, like it does have that nostalgia, like Blink flavor to it. Of course, you know. I feel like anybody that grew up in like the early 90s is like so you know had to, especially if you're in this type of music, you had to have been into Blink 182 at like some point. And so I feel like you guys kind of like take the classic aspects of like Blink and like meld it in with like some Wonder Years, and then like have like some weird third band that like comes in there and just like, you know, makes everything interesting. But like, you know, I'm glad that you guys, you know, keep to that classic like pop punk sound, because I feel like some bands like they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this instead, and then they go like way out, and I'm like, not to say that it's a bad thing, because I enjoy those bands too, but like there's something about a band that just is like consistently good at making pop punk and like continues to like do some stuff that's interesting but still keep it like fun for them and stuff like that. And I imagine you guys as a band collectively seem like something that I'd want to see, as opposed to like, obviously I listen to your music because no one's playing shows unfortunately yet, but like I feel like you guys are the type of band that I'd want to see live, as opposed to be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit in my house and like listen to this on my couch, you know. Like you're the type of people that I'm like, I want to be like kind of close to the pit, you know, because I'm like the dad that just stands in the back that has his arms crossed, you know, like, you know, I want to be able to experience the show, and I feel like you guys definitely bring more of that aspect, like, you know, whether it's intentional or not in like the recordings, but like definitely I feel like you guys will break out more so like when live shows are a thing and stuff like that.
Because as of the time that we're recording this podcast, we have never played a live show.
We don't even have a drummer.
No
drummers.
We don't have a drummer. So right, but I would say, you know, it is a constant battle between trying to do something unique and not writing the same, like staying in that same bubble.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard to find the happy medium between trying to grow but not growing too far out. And it's fun because we all come together from a little bit of different backgrounds. Like I'm more standard pop punk. They bring in some more of the classic rock. Brian loves Migos, so it's always like, yo, what if we did the
Roast
thing
feature.
Migos did, but in pop punk? So like being able to get those smaller elements in, but sticking to the roots is kind of where I think we're sitting with our sound. And we are, just got together and did our first EP, so we're now writing a second EP and finding out each other's how we work together better, as opposed to just our three sounds clashing. It's like now they're really working together to be cohesive.
Yeah, we're almost done EP number 2. So
Oh, there we go. Listen, I'm just no, shoot, Brett, shoot.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, like, we just all come from an environment where, like, I've said, like, we said, let's all play together before and stuff. So, like, it's really cool to, like, be in an environment where, like, we have that connection where, like, we can bring a song and then somebody can be like, why don't we do this? Or why don't we? So, like, we're always trying to, like, do something cooler with it.
Mhm.
Just, like, leave it where it is. We kind of, like, want to, like, make it as cool as we can. So, we're always, like, trying to build on things and, like, have fun with it and everything. So, it's sort of, like, a good environment to, like, that thing.
yeah, when in doubt, add a sick harmony.
That's true. You're right. Listen, tugged at my heartstrings because I'm like, listen. I talk about it all the time in like reviews and like interviews and stuff. I'm like sucker for like a good like harmony and stuff like that. And so I feel like you guys definitely kind of again hit that like tier of like good harmonies and like obviously barred some from like the Blink 182 stuff. Like it does have that like like it's got that blink sprinkle, like a little bit. So
Blinkle sprinkle.
blink sprinkle. I'm just expecting, the next EP. I'm just expecting that Brian does like a rap first, like in Amigos.
Yeah.
That's listen. I'm just saying, you could ball out,
It wouldn't be the first time. Don't rule it out.
Listen, I'm holding you to it. It's now on the internet, so if it's not.
Seriously, you just documented that. You just
It'll be a hidden track on like the EP,
Yeah, or we'll just go all in and make it this.
Brian's
Listen.
rap track.
Listen, now you're digging yourself your own grave. I just said you could do it, and you're like, this is gonna be the single now.
Your idea and just building on it.
Well, listen,
An empire,
you guys are just gonna become a rap group. The next time I talk to you, all three of you are just gonna start rapping.
Yeah, we're gonna be at like King Gizzard, where every album is a different genre.
We are a rap group.
We're the reverse MGK.
You do a pop punk record first, then you go into like hard rap.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Respect. I gotta give some respect to that. But the next question, guys, keeping it more current. What have you been listening to? I already know Brian's answers, but if you'd like to continue to add on to that ever-growing list of bands, what have you guys been listening to lately?
Let's see.
I can go first because at the top of my head, I know I've been on a serious, and this sounds bad because I've said it already, but I've been on a serious Wonder Years kick.
Me too.
I listened to the trilogy of Upside, Suburbia, and Greatest Generation the other day, like straight through while reading the lyrics, and I was like, shoot. And then I've been listening to the guitars and stuff. So right now, a lot of them, but before that, I was really into Neck Deep's new album. I got into that late, but once I heard it, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty solid, and all the way through, I really like it. And then just some others, trying to branch out a little bit, and by branch out, it's like rock that's not pop punk and a little bit of like jam band even at times to hear some guitars and really try and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like guitars, so Foo Fighters too.
He just
Anything with
showed
guitars.
us. He just learned Stairway to Heaven.
I did. I learned Stairway to Heaven because I was on ultimateguitar.com. That's the most learned tab.
And the most played the most played song in Guitar Center.
Yeah. So I'll say that I also perpetually listen to the Wonder Years. So I'm always listening to them too. Then the latest thing, according to my Spotify, is Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh yes, Punisher.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then there's a band from Singapore. I think they're from Singapore called Forests.
Oh,
They're
okay.
an emo band. They're the best, the best. And that's pretty much it. Then random Metallica as well, sprinkled in.
Am I actually adding things?
Yeah, if you want to.
So I don't know if you probably don't know this, but Newfound Glory. I just found out about Newfound Glory.
What?
Yeah, like pretty much. I mean, like I knew who they were, but like I didn't really like know them. Like if somebody was like, yeah, like if somebody put a gun to my head and was like, all downhill from here.
It's over.
You'd be done.
Yeah, it'd be it. But now, like, so I got into them, so then I started listening to Catalyst like every day. So Catalyst is kind of this
Dude.
rotation.
Sticks and Stones, one of the
Yeah,
greatest
Sticks and
albums
Stones.
ever.
Yeah, I would agree.
Did it?
I don't know, dude. I kind of just like shuffle out. You know what? Breaking Benjamin, I just got.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're
Scranton.
yeah, they're from Wilkes-Barre, right?
Oh yeah, they're from Wilkes-Barre. Dude, it never ends. It's like a weird
Yeah.
stuff. Like we go on it.
I don't know. Why are you? I just really want to know, Brian, how you're living under a rock. Like, how big is that rock you're living under?
Your guess is as good as mine. Like real pop punk music. I don't know. It's not as much in my regular rotation that way.
Gotcha.
I feel like, I don't know if this is like honestly how it works. It's like when I first found out about Pandora in ninth grade, I put like and then those things are kind of just like all I really wanted to do as like mainstays for my entire life. Like, every now and again, like I'll kind of like branch out and stuff, and like I know like a lot of stuff, but like it always comes back to like Breaking Benjamin, like Chevelle,
I was
like everything from like 2007, dude, like all of it. Like 2003 to 2007, like Seether.
Oh
yeah.
Ooh, Seether.
Like, it's all there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's weird. I don't know if that's funny. We could probably get into re-education.
I'm gonna have to offer like a pop punk course, be like Pop Punk 101. Here's all the bands you need to listen to. I should. I'll do it for you, Brian.
Alright, I'll take it. Do it.
I'll just be like, I'll be like Anthony Fantano. I'll be like, these are the essential, but that's wild. That's wild. You did not know. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest Newfound Glory fan. Not to say that they're like a bad band, but like, I never really got into them. But I like obviously know they exist and they have been making music for like a while. And I know they're like kind of like a staple band. You're like, what is this?
Now
band?
he's backtracking.
Yeah, now he's back in those murder mystery shows. No, like, I wasn't in the house. I was like,
That's okay.
quite well in my head.
I'm just trying to protect you from the keyboard warriors that are gonna be like, what are you talking about? Doesn't know Newfound Glory. Oh my god, what are you, a pop punk band? Don't even know that.
We're not even real pop punk.
Oh my god, we get pop punk.
You are gonna get pop punked. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get gate kept.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeep.
We're gonna get goal cap. Mark's
Goal
gonna
cap.
come here and throw soccer balls at
Mark's
us.
actually on his way now. He's gonna come over to Pete's house. He's coming right now.
No.
He's going. I
Instead
said
of getting swatted, we're getting marked.
you're getting marked.
That's offline stuff.
Yeah. Mark's gonna come. Mark's literally gonna wait outside Pete's door, like in front of his house, and he's just gonna be like, "Listen, I'm waiting for this interview to be wrapped. and I'm just gonna come in and beat up Brian.
Hey, as long as it's just Brian.
I think it's just gonna be just Brian because
That's cool.
Yeah.
Come on in, Mark.
You guys are collectively like gold kept, but like Brian's the one that's gonna exclusively get beat up. I think.
Sweet.
What's the example? It's like, don't mess around with us.
And then Sarah McLachlan comes behind there and just says like, just for you for $1 a day can help Brian learn about pop punk.
Yeah,
And then-
no, listen, you can get donations.
Shit, yeah. Let's do it right now, guys. No kidding.
Get that group, you can get donations at.
We'll start a GoFundMe for Brian right now. So you could go to pop punk school. Anyway, shout outs to Mark of Goalkeeper. They're great too. Another great Philly band. But anyway, guys, another fun question. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Technically, we have discussed.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do 1,000 Miles by Miss Carlton.
Now,
I figured out how to play it. So.
technically, we have also done this stuff.
Oh yeah.
We do throw renditions of "Tears Don't Fall" into some of our songs. As there's one song where "Tears Don't Fall" and the Lion King song that's like
Or no,
in the jungle. So the two work together.
Yeah. We're
So-
gonna when we do a live show, we're gonna implement both of those.
Yeah, so looking for some Lion King, some
Bullet.
who. So, anyways, asking what song we want to cover, in one of our songs right now, it is in like the same key or whatever. It just works that we can
Yeah.
fit both "Tears Don't Fall" and "In the Jungle, the Lion
Jungle.
Sleeps Tonight."
Yeah.
So it's like throughout that song, in a
With
live
a
show,
medley,
we're
yeah.
gonna throw in both "Bullet for My Valentine" and "The Lion King."
Every time. Every
Single time, guys.
Yeah.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight is a good one, but Tears Don't Fall, sometimes I don't even realize we're in the middle of doing it, and I'm like, this is Bullet for My Valentine. This is not our song.
That's how smooth the transition is.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's incredible.
We're all about smooth transitions here on
That's the-
Audio Addiction. Like I'm going to be making a smooth transition of all of this,
Yes.
all of this,
I love
the
that.
technical work that went into this.
I love this.
Uh, But I like that. But do you guys like collectively? Do you think you could pick a song that you guys would want to do? Like if you could just like record a just banger cover song.
Let's see.
Probably that Vanessa Carlton song, right?
Yeah,
1,000 Miles.
Yeah.
If-
Like, we would make it unnecessarily us.
yeah, we would do that song.
We would definitely do that. The Punk Goes Pop. We'll add that onto that next compilation.
Yeah, if I had worked for
Rip.
Rip. Ugh.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll have to come out with like some covers probably if we ever do a live show because we have like 5 finished songs. So
You would
That's
have
not
to
gonna-
make it into your rotation. So
yeah.
I feel that. So if you guys need help picking cover songs, people who are watching this,
Please.
Drop
Please,
it in the comment
comments.
section down below.
yeah, there you go. Listen, you guys know. Drop them in the comments.
We will test drive them all.
All of them. And I'll let you know because I will physically be
Yeah.
at that show. So,
Yes.
and then I'll be like, I'll have like a cue card and I'll be like, nope, that's not it. That's not it. That one I like. That one's not good. This is a banger, you know, like it's gonna be a Migos track, I feel like. You guys are just gonna do listen.
There was a show, actually KTK show we played
His other band.
in one of my other bands. We were playing a festival and one of the guys at the time, we weren't sure if we were all gonna be able to make it, so I was like, "Listen, if we don't and like we aren't able to completely play this show as a band, I will ad lib an entire set of Lil Pump songs." Like, cause it was like right when the Lil Pump album had come out, and I was like, I know all the words to every song. I was like, I'll do it. Like, I'll acapella the whole thing just because nobody would be expecting that. Like, why?
What song
I
was
wouldn't.
it? Or Okay.
Well, the album, the debut album.
Oh.
There's a jet ski in the front. Dude, I listened to that album pretty recently.
Listen, all I'm saying is next show I see you guys, I need to see Amigos cover and some Lil Pump ad libs. That's all I'm saying. That's all I asked for.
All right, we'll practice that. We'll practice that.
I think Brian's got it. You know, he's gonna be up there like with his mic, and he's gonna be like, "All right, guys, let's get it going. Let's show Philly what's good." You know. And then Brian would go into like a mean 2-step after that. You know.
Dude, the dancing thing I can't do, but I'll make it work. I'll do something, and whatever it is, it'll be.
Thank you.
Because it just won't make sense. So you'll get some value out of it. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I'm expecting high value. You know, high value. But again, guys, if you have any suggestions for my cousin's girlfriend's house, drop them in the comments. I'm sure they'll check them out. They'll test drive them.
We'll cover every song.
All of them.
In the comments.
So do it. The next question, guys, being Philly native band, this question, I feel like if you don't choose the right answer, I'm going to be very upset. No, I'm kidding. What is your favorite food to eat? What's your guys' go-to?
Dang. I thought it was gonna be what's your favorite cheesesteak, and I was ready to come in.
Oh, you should say that too, though.
I'll give you my favorite thing to eat in Philadelphia is you go to Jim's Steaks on South Street and you get a cheesesteak, and then you go over to Lorenzo's Pizza, which has like extra large pizza.
Yeah, I got you.
Right across the street, and then you just wrap it up and you go to town on the Philly burrito or taco. Some people call it the taco. You gotta have it. I watched my friends in Makeshift who are from Long Island. The drummer Ethan had two in one sitting. And to this day, I don't know how he did that.
That's wild.
I never had James or Lorenzo actually.
Really? They're good. Every time you go to the TLA, you gotta stop at Jim's.
Oh yeah.
Or Lorenzo's.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Anyways. Aside from that, I'm a big fan of tacos and also Chinese food.
Oh,
that's like that's my takeout, my go-to takeout. The trifecta: pizza, tacos, and then some General Tso's chicken.
I got Chinese food waiting for me when I get home.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd say my go-tos though are a cheesesteak, or a buffalo chicken cheesesteak. I love those. I have them all the time. That's all I eat, actually.
Really into going to Popeyes lately.
Yo.
Oh.
Dude, they got
Tell them.
Spicy?
No, dude, they got at least the one in Broomall. It's on the window for $10. You get 6 strips, you get 2 sides, you get 2 biscuits. Can I get one of those?
3 sides. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Either mashed potatoes and fries, or fries and red bean fries.
Ooh.
Just me again.
Fries you get.
You do all day. And then you get some ranch and some barbecue in there.
I think that blackened ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ever get the black tenders where they're like not doing on the
Is that healthy?
Yeah.
That's healthy Popeyes, right?
Yeah,
Sweet, we found it.
And then sometimes I go to Rita's afterwards and get
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. Ice cream on top and bottom.
there you go. I'm loving it, guys. Well, if Popeyes, if you want to if Popeyes would want to sponsor my cousin's girlfriend's house, I mean, like,
We'll take it.
you'll take it.
Yeah, okay. You want to hear something really funny, actually?
Sure.
On Uber Eats, there is a Migo menu. For Popeyes.
Bringing it all
I'm
around.
I'm dead serious. You can look it up.
I'm gonna have to.
So serious.
I'm definitely screen grabbing that, and then you guys can be amazed. It's when I go to check it out. You're like, what the fuck?
It's called, like, there's an item. There's like the Quavo.
Oh my god.
I'm dead serious.
Why do you know that?
I was gonna try and order them. You can only get them in Canada.
Oh, man.
The whole thing, because it produced the Migo.
Wow.
The kid from Stranger Things, like, did a commercial with Migos. It's crazy. It's nuts.
I feel like Brian's just secretly the fourth member of Migos. I feel like that's what he's just been trying to tell us. He's been like subtly dropping hints, you know, throughout the entire interview. He's like, this is Brian. Brian's like, wow, guys, have you heard of that Migos Popeyes meal? Wow, delicious. Super stoked on that. You should go pick one up at your local Popeyes.
It'd be crazy if you guys downloaded that new Migos album. It'd be crazy.
Right.
Don't come buy the t-shirts.
It'd be like, totally not in the band. Please don't buy it because, you know, support me, you know.
Yeah. I'll do it. Yo, they seriously owe me a break.
Seriously. Remember, guys, you gotta at Migos on Twitter and at my cousin's girlfriend's house. Just, you know, listen,
Collab.
you got collab first. Secondly,
Collab
you know,
menu.
royalties. The collab memory, yeah. a collab Philly cheesesteak. That's what.
Yes. Migos MCJH Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, listen, this is free. This is free advertising. I'm just saying, guys. You know, if you happen to pop into this interview, and you're like, man, we really could use some advertising. Migos, you know,
now.
our very low band on the total poll of like rap artists, you know, like, yeah, I got you. Listen, I don't know. People in this in alternative genres do not understand anything outside of like rock. I feel like.
Yeah, we're like, I like that. Like we're loosely in the rap genre.
you guys are in between rap and rock. Like you're like the straddled band between both.
We're doing it.
It's good credential to have. I'll take.
Well, if you want to see my cousin's girlfriend's house and Migos collab, just add him on Twitter, and you know, if you guys want to send me a royalty check, that'd be really cool. But
We got you.
But thank you. Listen, I appreciate it. You know.
If nothing else, I'll figure out like some kind of like voucher. For the Popeyes thing, you know?
Thank you. I appreciate it. They're like, Brian's like, here, have Popeyes for a year. On me.
You'll be taken care of.
Oh, thank you. I just want to be the spokesperson for Popeyes chicken right now. Hey, listen, I'd take that gig up in a second. Anyway, guys, keeping it interesting, and kind of funnily enough, maybe answered the next question. Who would be somebody you would want to have as a guest feature on an upcoming release, and a producer you guys would want to work with on like a dream team collaboration?
We're just talking about Migos. I'm blanking on his name, but he was the whisperer of all. Jerry Finn, right?
Oh,
That was-
yeah.
So Jerry Finn, who worked on like Blink's album and Green Day's album.
Yeah, he did, like, everything is like Somewhere Blonde, everything that's just like a big name. Jimmy World, like basically every big, like really big classic pop punk song that you know.
Also Will Yip.
Ooh,
He's
yeah.
Yeah,
True.
dude, he's done
True.
everything.
Producer collab.
Yeah.
We could bring Jerry Finn back and get Will Yip, and then obviously
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Migos probably.
Yeah.
I would take Soupy. I would take Soupy from the Wonder Years too. So like Migos, Soupy, my cousin's girlfriend's house. Be a pretty cool song. Moopy Egos.
Well, if you guys want to see this collaboration, as we've been mentioning, you know, Migos. If you want to get Migos in on the my cousin's girlfriend's house vibe, as well as like Soupy from Wonder Years, you know, obviously being a Philly native. You want to see this insane collaboration, you know, world colliding moment right here. You know, listen, you add them both on Twitter, and you add them with my cousin girlfriend's house. And if you want to tag us, that'd be cool. If not, you know, we get it. It's all right.
You better tag.
You better tag me. But get that going. Listen, I want to see that happen. I want to see that happen. You know, I would really try to make the push for that. You know, to happen.
That would be the freshest track of 2021.
Like just something's coming together there, dude. I don't even know how to describe that. Like something crazy would be going on. Like the amount of work, like you said, like just absolute worlds colliding in that situation is unbelievable. I wouldn't be able to
Handle it.
like what would you classify that as?
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe you guys would come up with a new genre.
There it is.
Yeah, it's like when they were like, oh, it's Full House, but like the nannies. It's like those kind of things, you know? It would be nuts.
If you want to see this nuts action, you know what you gotta do. I'm not gonna say it again. You already know what you have to do. Go do it. Be very sick. Get it. Listen, we're all about it here on Audio Addiction. The next question, guys, another fun music related question. If you could play another musical instrument, what would it be?
I would play probably the piano. I used to know how to play the piano, and then I lost that. I have one song that I can play that I like wrote myself, but it's like 2 notes. And I can like do one finger things on the piano, but I'd like to be able to just like be one of those guys who really serenades and
Bill Evans. And,
yeah. I mean,
Dude, you gotta do that.
I'm talking, what Beethoven? He played piano, right?
yeah.
kind of those kind of chops. Either that or saxophone. Saxophone's a cool
Ooh.
instrument.
Okay.
I would probably pick the. I also know how to play the piano, kinda, but it would be cool to master it, play some Claude Debussy on there, or I like a lot of jazz, so some piano jazz, or the trumpet.
Ooh. Okay.
Probably. What instrument would you play, Brian?
What instrument don't you play?
I don't. A lot. I don't know. I mean, I guess piano.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold the microphone closer to your mouth,
Oh,
man.
sorry. I guess piano.
Yeah.
I can play piano, like sort of.
Let's open one of those. We'll open one of those like dueling piano bars.
Oh, when you get like the little triangle piano.
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna replace harmonies with just pianos
Yeah.
battling each other in all of our songs.
Those, like 60-player chess sets where like the whole thing like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Doing that for like.
One large piano. Yeah.
We just have to learn how to play first.
Yeah, but like all it would always be better if we did. Like, we had like, a huge, like incredible piano. Like, it would just make no sense. So I guess piano. You do a lot of piano. I'll do that.
Wow, the trifecta. I'm feeling it. Guys are just gonna be all piano wizards by the next time, we interview.
That's the hope.
That's listen. If we can get Migos on a track, I feel like you guys can.
You're right.
You can learn the piano.
Absolutely right.
I don't know, man. Learning the piano is easier said than done.
That's
And you
true.
guys sing-
Yeah, it sounds like Brian's got a hook up there.
I think he's saying that the Migos thing is easier than the piano thing. So
That is
I get.
absolutely.
Listen, I respect that. You got the Philly gusto, You gotta be like, listen, we getting that Migos collab right now, I don't know, shit. You should last them,
I'm ready for it.
Well, the next question, guys, for people who are new listeners to your band, what song would you recommend to them that you're like, you know what, this is a good representation of the music that we create at my cousin's girlfriend's house?
Well, I'd say the good news is right now we only have 2 songs out, so this is not a hard question. But I would say "Too Late Tom," which was our most recent release. But on April 16th, which is next Friday, I think, we're releasing our newest song, "Welcome Home, William," and I would say that one's pretty like
Yeah. That one.
heavy banger. So that's gonna be your more like I guess harder pop punk as opposed to like a bling catchy one. This one's, I mean, I don't know, it's a mix of both, but it definitely has a lot of energy and it's gonna be a good like. I could see some arms being thrown. In the introduction.
Yeah. Elbows.
Elbows, not just arms. Just throwing arms.
The people's elbows.
The people.
So if you guys can hold on until April 16th, just listen to that one.
Yeah, don't listen to us until then. That's bad.
Don't listen to their band until the 16th, and then you have to listen to them.
Don't listen to a song that isn't.
If you dare listen to another one of their songs, listen. Mark's gonna come to your house and beat. No, I'm kidding.
He's already here.
He's already here.
He's outside.
He's outside right now. No, Mark's gonna come after the people who just don't listen to the new song. You know.
Thank you, Mark.
That's okay.
He's out. He's not beating you up anymore. He's beating. He's
Yeah,
not beating
he's-
anybody up. He's just convincing them to listen.
Yeah, he found a new target. You know. That's how I see it. Listen, he's a very persuasive man, so I have to give him that. You know.
Next speech level 99 beer. I got Mark. He's like, "Will you buy a beer?" I'm like, "No." And then like 6 beers later, I'm like, "Wow."
Anyway, guys, the next question is my personal favorite because I'm a nerd and I love asking it. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Dang. I mean, I guess this is kind of lame. I'm just gonna do a movie character, but there's
Dude, that
video
wasn't the
games
question.
about them. Can I be a movie character who's in video games?
I'll give you the pass. I'll give you a pass, Pete.
Okay.
So I mean, I am a geek about one thing, and it's my favorite movie trilogy. It's Batman, the Batman trilogy with
Ooh,
the Dark
okay.
Knight. So I would want to be. I mean, Batman's probably nice because he's a good guy, but I do think Joker's an epic villain. So if I had to be a video game character, I would be Joker as Heath Ledger in the video game for Dark Knight that may or may not exist.
You should be the Joker and the Joker and the Lego Batman.
Yeah, yeah. I would just be the Heath Ledger one.
No, you gotta be the Lego one.
Oh yeah.
My favorite video game is Earthbound, so I would probably pick Ness.
Ooh,
Yeah, I love that world. If you guys have, everyone, pause the podcast and play the game.
Or just play the game and listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
There
dude.
you
It's like I love the world and Earthbound, and I love the humor, and I'd definitely pick Ness. He has a sick outfit too.
True, he does.
Yeah, that striped shirt.
So I recently started playing this game again called The Evil Within.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'd really want to be this guy. It is on my mind right now. So the main character in that game, his name is Sebastian Castellanos.
Oh.
This rugged, no-nonsense detective. I feel like he reminds me a lot of myself. And he's investigating this like haunted asylum or something. So I don't know. I don't think you really need the background, but I guess that's the guy because that's the game I'm playing.
I always feel like Brian now is just pitching something every time he answers it. He's just like, "Man, the evil within. Like, check out this game.
Yeah.
Here it is. Check out this game.
Migos the video game.
Migos to vegan." This interview is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
No,
Brian always has an ulterior motive.
Listen, I respect the hustle, you know. So
Yeah.
it's the Philly grind, man. You know, gotta appreciate it. But seriously, guys, this episode. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna totally be like, guys, seriously, this episode's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. And we'll do, like a cut. No, I'm kidding. I could do it though.
On the
It'd be
green
funny.
screen.
I'll do it on the green screen. I'll just secretly, when I say that part, like Raid Shadow Legends will like slightly pop out of the green screen a little bit. You know, you get like 1 second of the video. Yeah. So anyway, funny humor, guys.
Raid Shadow Legends.
The
Promo code.
promo code. My cousin's girlfriend's house. I don't know if that's too long of a code.
Just tag him in Twitter.
Just tag them on Twitter. Tag Migos on Twitter. Anyway, next question, guys. Another fun one, of course. If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, who would be on it? Obviously, your band's on it. I feel like that would be some vital information. Just to, you know.
Wow, dream tour. I mean, mine's pretty bland. It would just be the Wonder Years and
Yeah.
Blink-182 and Green Day and us.
I would second that.
I don't know. I feel like, well, I feel like that question's always tough because like I don't know who I'd want to tour with because I don't know like.
I think we should be like Paul McCartney and just not have another band. So the dream tour is just us.
Yeah, just go out and do a couple of Paul.
Yeah. We'll play like a 3-hour long set. Yeah.
Just fill up the fucking stadium. I don't know, like I think like when I play certain shows with people, like depending on the band, like you definitely have more fun, like if you know them better, like you have more fun, like you resonate with those kind of people.
Yeah.
So like I don't know who I want to go on tour with, and I know this is like a super esoteric answer, but like I want to like go out and be like halfway through be like, oh man, I totally want to go on tour with like Knuckle Puck. I don't know Knuckle Puck, I don't know if they suck, but like that's where I wouldn't want to be like, wow, this guy sucks. Like I really don't feel like hanging out with Knuckle Puck. Now Knuckle Puck's gonna like add me on.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, this is a douchebag. But like, you know, like if Knuckle Puck was on tour with me and then halfway through the tour they were like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's really cool to be able to go on tour with like somebody who like I'm boys with this band. Like we can go out and just like even if the shows aren't fun, like you have a bad show, like we're just being douchebags. Like that's fun. Like that'd be awesome. So I don't know. Like I guess in terms, but also like I just like am still all over the place. When I'm listening. Although I think from a standpoint of like just looking at their Instagram and stuff, I think Newfound Glory would be really.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh.
So I think it would be a lot of fun.
It would be Newfound Glory in my cousin's girlfriend's house.
Let's set it up.
Oh, lots of letters.
Listen.
So, yeah, NFG,
Yeah, you got so many letters. You got NFG, you got MCGH, and we got Migos.
Yeah, always in parentheses at the end.
Migos, yeah. I feel like, you know, my cousin's girlfriend's house and Migos collectively are just one band, you know. Yeah, kind of. Honestly, it's the same thing. I don't know why I misspoke as if like, you know, Migos is a separate entity. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure we've been doing that this whole time.
Yeah.
Am I just interviewing Migos? Is that really what it's come down to?
I'm
Listen, I feel like you're just maybe like alternate universe Migos. You know.
that could be very well.
That's gonna be the interview title. Am I interviewing Migos? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, that'll get some hits. Is this Migos? I don't know.
And then the thumbnail is just me like, I don't know.
and the conclusion is I don't know.
Realistically, there is no way of knowing.
That's true. You're right. I don't. There is no way of me background checking or verifying, you know, at all.
It would take you really like right now. There's no way to confirm it tonight.
That's true. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, Migos, the next question I have for you is, what is the best live performance that you've seen? I know that's sort of a sore subject right now, of course, but
Too soon, dude.
I know it is.
Take it back.
Big
I feel
hurt.
like I feel like my answers are the same answer for every question, but I think the Wonder Years put on the best show.
I would
think
agree.
It's just 'cause,
Yeah.
I think it's just because I like them. Like, obviously, there's shows with more theatrics and like better sound quality if you're playing at like Lincoln Financial or something. I don't know,
Sure.
but like the Wonder Years every time, the energy they give and like they sound better live than they do in the studio, and like it's always just I come out of there pouring sweat and very sore the next day, and like I always tell myself I'm done with the mosh pit, and then I hear, you know, Came Out Swinging go, and like I go from the back to the front, and I'm sweaty and tired, but like
And then you come out
every
swinging.
time it's an awesome show. So I do. I come out swinging and I go home crying.
He follows the call to action.
That's true. Gotta respect that, Pete.
I guess some memorable shows for me. I've seen Paul McCartney a few times. He's always
Ooh,
fun.
nice.
Then I saw Radiohead, and that was unbelievable. But then I mean, I've seen a lot of
back in my day, a lot of the front bottoms in modern baseball grew up on
Oh,
them.
nice,
So,
nice.
and all those shows are always wild. And that's back when I was like 16. So everyone in the audience is like 16 years old and moshing and sweating. So
I
I
feel
get
that.
those shows.
I think so I saw, I guess it was like 4 years ago. I saw Code in Cambria with
Ooh.
my Sunday the Stories So Far, and I knew all of them really well, but like Code in Cambria I hadn't listened to in a really long time, and I actually wasn't expecting them to be like crazy. Code in Cambria. Were like really good. Because I was like, they don't really fit like with the other two bands. But Cody and Cambria headlined, and they were just like super nuts. And, it was like an outdoor show, and everybody was throwing each other around and stuff. And I don't know, I had never seen them before, and that was just like really cool.
I've yet to see Coheed, so I would like to inevitably see them. I feel like I have to see them, you know. They're one of those like staple bands.
Like, yeah, they're like one of the only bands I've seen where like everything is like perfect. Like it sounds like nothing. There's like no mistakes or anything. I'm probably saying this, but like, thanks for like giving us a lot of pressure.
They're just playing to a backtrack.
Yeah, no, seriously, like everything's fake.
I heard Train does that. Yeah, I heard Train just. I'm calling out Train.
Oh, do it.
I heard. Yeah. I heard that they play to a track. I cannot.
I get it. Train plays.
Yeah. That's why they do it.
Oh boy.
I have nothing to back up that statement. I heard it from someone before. So, Train, if you're listening, and that is not true, I'm sorry.
We need you to come on and squash the beef. You know, that's what That's what I truly need. Next question, guys.
Drops of Jupiter is a great song though. So.
Oh, that's true. No, I agree. That's the only song I can listen to by them. If I hear "Hey Soul Sister" one more time, I'm gonna punch my head through the wall or something. You know. But the next question, guys. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one record you could bring with you to listen to, what would it be?
Suburbia by Wonder Years.
I would say The Greatest Generation by the Wonder Years.
Oh, okay. Migos. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. Oh man.
Our answers were so much faster than yours. It's like we know that one record.
White Album.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
But he said one record, and that was like a double. That was like a double album. Which side of the White Album?
All right, sorry, Your Honor.
Okay. So you got Back in the USSR and Dear Prudence.
I'm about it. Man, he really just grinded your gears there.
Wait,
Oh no.
no.
Yeah, I got Revolution 9 on there, so you got to pick side B.
I would take Revolver.
Okay, yeah. I'll allow it.
This is a good answer. No, that's awesome. Love your answers, guys. Obviously, you know, I have a special place for the Wonder Years, so that was, you know, those answers struck me. But, you know, the Beatles can't go wrong with them either. But the last thing, guys, the most important thing, tell them about my cousin's girlfriend's house, where they can find you on social media, what you got coming up. If Brian wants to do another pitch to Popeyes, he can do it. If whatever, this is your time now to speak.
I'm gonna speak before Brian mentions Migos or Popeyes or anybody else and draws the attention away. No, you can follow us on all of the social media platforms.
We have a different for the different social
Okay,
medias.
so Facebook and Instagram is our actual name, but Twitter has limited how
Yeah,
long
yeah.
you can be. They are not allowing us to be our full name. We are Cousins GH's house.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, but it was the only way we could get it because someone had MCGH already.
Somehow.
So my cousin's girlfriend's house everywhere except for Twitter, where we're Cousins GH's house, and it just is what it is. We're on Spotify.
We are on Spotify, and you just type in our name. You'll see My Chemical Romance first, and once you get past the C-O, you might see My Cousin's Girlfriend's House, because it's like My C, you get My Chemical Romance, put that O in there, Cousin's Girlfriend's House is the first thing, so.
Are we on Apple?
Yeah, we're on all the listening devices.
We all use Spotify, so we really don't know.
Yeah, but we are on Apple because my friend Zane listens to Apple, and shout out Zane. He's a large supporter who likes Apple Music. So whatever you choose, you listen to, and it's on there.
I think, and then we have a YouTube channel too.
We do have a YouTube channel, which is you just search My Cousin's Girlfriend's House.
You'll find it. There's a lot of videos of Pete doing covers.
There are a lot of cover videos.
Some have a few hundred views too.
Yeah, we're working on it. If you throw covers in the comments, I'll do those acoustically as well as electrically. But I guess the only thing we have to say is new song coming out next Friday, Welcome Home William, and then our EP's coming out in May. And oh yes, we just shot our own music video, second self-shot music video, and this one is one of those ones where the band's not actually playing, but there's a storyline of sorts, and
story.
Yeah, we kind of did our own little cooking show.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we're kind of it's so cliche to see bands just playing in their video. We're like, what if we just don't do that this time? So we do not. There's no singing. Actually, you could take out the song, and the video would just
still be fine.
Good, because I was editing it today without the song. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to listen to the song if you want to see our cooking video. It's coming out.
Actually, if you watch the video, you kind of like just zone out and don't even listen to the song.
But yeah, we're falling back on our idea now. No, it's a interesting cooking video. That's for certain, and it has a soundtrack to it, and coming out April 16th is the song, and the following Monday will be the cooking video.
Awesome. Brian, did you want to? No, you don't want to say anything? You want to talk about anything? You want to plug anything?
That is, I was gonna say that when you guys were talking about the chicken sandwich, I was like, I see they just released a flounder sandwich, so they're over the chicken. No, I don't like fish.
They still have the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I know they're the marketing that.
Dude,
anyways,
he has his flounder socks on.
My Cousin's Girlfriend's House is not sponsored by Popeyes, but if we could get a little collab sponsor for us and the Audio Addiction, like, that'd be cool.
Listen, I'd be down for that. Popeyes, if you wanna. That would be very pop punk of you, Popeyes, if you sponsored a band. Taco Bell does it, so I'm just saying. Feed the beat. Yeah, see, we're totally not throwing shade at you that you should be sponsoring My Cousin's Girlfriend's House. Just I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, go check out My Cousin's Girlfriend's House if you haven't already, because they are phenomenal people and they make phenomenal music. So go check them out. And all of the links for their social media, the videos, things of that nature will all be in the description. So go check it out. If you do have a cover song for them, leave in the comments. And of course, the most important thing is, listen, you gotta @Migos, you have to @Dan Soupy Campbell, you have to my Cousin's Girlfriend's House, or Cousins GF's house.
Yes, if it's Twitter, it is Cousins GF's house.
Cousins GF's house. And you can you can I guess tag us if you feel so inclined to.
You better. It's required. You draw us all together.
So you should do that. And then
and you're not a part of, and you're not like actively watching it happen, why would we even do it?
I don't know. For the fans.
Like, you're an integral cog in this machine.
Thank you. We gotta make it happen. Listen, if we don't make it happen, then I'm gonna be upset. And listen, we don't want that. It's not good. So anyway, if you enjoyed that, thank you for watching. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe. I feel like a regular ass YouTuber and asking for that shit, but seriously, it does helps grow my channel, so it's always greatly appreciated. And huge thanks to My Cousin's Girlfriend's House for coming on, chatting, going through all of the shit of the internet and everything. So huge thanks to the guys for coming on tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for bearing with our technical issues. Sorry about that.